Very good morning, children, and welcome to the revision session of SST chapter manufacturing industries we are doing. So, as you know, this is very important chapter for the map point of view also, and for the board point of view also. Let's see what is in this chapter. Manufacturing industries. These two words are there. You have to understand the meaning of. You know the meaning of industries, but what is manufacturing? Why? What are the importance of manufacturing industries in the GDP of our country? How it is important. Production. Let's see the meaning of manufacturing. Production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw materials to more valuable products is called manufacturing. When, as you know, resources that are bounty in our environment, and when human resources and human technology make it a asset. So production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw materials, when we convert it in valuable product, that is known as manufacturing. As we produce from iron ore, we take iron, that is the process through manufacturing. So manufacturing industries are the secondary industries which do these processes. Do you know that paper is manufactured from the wood, sugar from sugarcane, iron and steel from? So as I have given you the example, we are having the finished product, and that is sugar from sugarcane. And as we are using the papers in your books, and the books that are all come from the wood, as you know. So these all comes from the processing and manufacturing industries. We used to make the pulp, and then the recycling is there, bleaching process is there, and we get the paper. Do you know also that some types of clothes are manufactured from yarn, which itself is an industrial product? So we're using a clothes that, as you know, from the cotton, a lot of processes are there: spinning, ginning, weaving, tying, dyeing method. Then these all are done in a manufacturing industries. Then when you used to get a clothes, people employed in the secondary sector manufacturing the primary materials into finished goods. The workers employed in steel factories, car, textile industries, bakeries fall into these categories. Some people are employed in providing services. So this sector used to provide a lot of services. The economic strength of a country is measured by the development of the manufacturing industry. And now this is the important question: how the economic GDP is dependent on the manufacturing industries, and how this manufacturing industry is known as the backbone of our country. Here comes the very important question, that is the importance of manufacturing. It can come in two ways: that manufacturing sector is considered the backbone of development in general and economic development in particularly, mainly because manufacturing industry is not only in modernizing agriculture, which forms the backbone of our economy. They also reduce the heavy dependence of people on agricultural income by providing them jobs in secondary and tertiary sector. So you can see that manufacturing industries not only are modernizing agriculture, industries and agriculture go hand in hand. With the advancement of the technology, agriculture products are also coming in advance. They also reduce the heavy dependence of people in the agriculture. Not only the people are employed in agriculture sector only, now they are getting employed in, because of manufacturing industries, they are getting employed in secondary and tertiary sector. Now second point is industrial development is a precondition for eradication of unemployment and poverty from our country. This was the main philosophy behind public sector industries and joint sector ventures in India. So industrial development is a precondition for it. Due to this industries, the employment, eradication of the employment is there, and when you get the employment, poverty is automatically reduced. So all these sectors are providing jobs to another. It was also aimed at bringing down regional disparity by establishing. So what is regional disparity? The area which is backward or not suitable for agriculture, these areas has been used for putting the industries, and they are coming forward. They are not labeled now as a backward areas. They are now becoming the center of attraction. A lot of people are getting jobs there. Export of manufactured goods expands trade and commerce and brings in much needed foreign exchange. So we are getting the foreign exchange also. When a lot of industry and lot of products are manufactured, we are getting the exchange, foreign currencies. Countries that transform their raw materials into a wide variety of furnished goods of higher value are prosperous. India's prosperity lies in increasing and diversifying its manufacturing industries as quickly as possible. So when raw material is converted into a finished product, that and we are selling that finished product the market, globalization is there, then we are getting the where that country is highly prosperous. So India is day by day highly prosperity lies in increasing and diversifying its manufacturing. India is now getting more and more manufacturing industries are there. That is the reason the GDP is increasing. So you can see here the importance of manufacturing industries. Now next important question is, agriculture and industry are now exclusively they move hand in hand. How can you say this important question, move hand in hand? For instance, the agro industries in India have given a major boost to agriculture by raising its productivity. They depend on the latter for raw materials and sell their products such as irrigation pumps, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, plastic, PVC. All these modern methods you can see, and the latest fertilizer, pesticides you can see, that are all the product of the manufacturing industries only. So that is the reason why with the manufacturing agriculture is also getting modernized, and that saying is very correct that agriculture and industry are moving hand in hand. Thus, development and competitiveness of manufacturing industry has not only assisted agriculture in increasing. So, in the present day world of globalization, at present we are living in a world of globalization, and now though you can see here we are totally online, everything is there, and we are totally connected with the globalization is also there. Our industry needs to be more efficient and competitive. Everywhere there is efficiency and competitiveness is there. Self-sufficiency alone is not enough. For manufactured good must be at par in quality with those in the international market. Only then we will be able to compete in the international market. So self-satisfying it is not enough. We have to live in a global world. Now, contribution of industry to national economy. Only over the last 2 decades, the share of manufacture sector has stagnated. Stagnated at 17% of GDP out of total 27% for the industries, which includes 10% for mining, quarrying, electricity, and gas. So total GDP is only 27% of the industries we are getting. Only 17% of GDP is there. And in that also you can say in that 27% we are having 10% mining, quarrying, electricity. So the GDP of the manufacturing industries are very less, only 17%. This is much lower in comparison to some East Asian economic, where it is 25 to 35%. The trend of growth rate in manufacturing over the last decade has been around 7% per annum. The desired growth rate over the next decade is 12%. Since 2003, manufacturing is again growing at the rate of 9 to 10% per annum. With appropriate policy interventions by government and renewed efforts by the industry to improve productivity, economists predict that manufacturing can achieve its target over the next decades. So NMCC, the National Manufacturing Competitive Council, are working hard on this, and their goal is that the desired growth rate should be achieved. Now, industrial location, that's a very important question. Where we locate our industries? So generally, manufacturing activities tend to locate at the most appropriate places where all the factors of industrial location are either available, can be arranged at lower cost. After industrial activities start, urbanization follows. Sometimes industries are located or near the cities. Thus, industrialization and urbanization go hand in hand. So, industrialization and urbanization also go hand in hand. Lot of other factories used to establish over there also. We'll see the example of cotton weavers will come there, and all the dyeing method, stitching, all these, making a yarn, all these activities where whatever is happening, they used to come together, and the urbanization has been developed over there. So many industries when tend to come together to make use of the advantages offered by the urban centers are known as agglomeration economy. So that's the important question. What is agglomeration economy? When all the factories industries come together to make a use of advantage offered by the urban centers. So what happened in the pre-independent period? Generally, industries and trading because of industries are set up near Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and the trading used to be from there. So this is the web chart. You can see ideal location of a country, cost of production site, cost of obtaining raw materials, decision to locate factory at site, cost of distribution of production. After that, there is a classification of industries. So on the basis of sources of raw materials according to their main role, on the basis of capital investment, on the basis of ownership. That is not a new topic for you, already read in 8th and 8th class. You have read basic key industries, you know that iron and steel industry, and that is the major feeder industry. Consumer industries, that produces goods for direct use for consumers, and the basis of capital investment, small scale and large scale industries. On the basis of ownership, as you know, public, private, joint sector and cooperative sector. Now let's see the cotton textile industry. So this is the oldest one. As you know, first successful textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1854. We have read the history also, how East India Company came to India for such a fine cotton in India we are having. As on 30th November 2011, there was 1946 cotton and human made fiber textile mill in India. About 80% of these are in the private sector. And the industry has also closer link with agriculture and provides a living to the farmer, cotton ball pluckers and workers engaged in ginning, spinning and weaving. So this is the map work. You can see the cotton textile, woolen textile and silk, where it has been formed. It will do according to the maps labels. So however, our trade in garment is only 4% of the world's total. Our spinning mills are quite successful, but our yarn quality is not so good. The weaving, knitting and processing units cannot use much of high quality yarn that is produced in the industry. There are some large and modern factories in these segments, but most of them produce in the fragmented small units. Now there always comes a problem. You can see, although we have made significant increase in the production of good quality, but and it is long staple 365 lakh bales of 170 kgs year need to import is still felt. Power supply, what is the problem of cotton textile industry? Power supply is erratic. Machinery needs to be upgraded in the weaving and processing sector in particular, and another problem is low output of the labor and stiff competitions with the synthetic fiber. So cotton industry is facing such a difficult things. Now jute textile. As you know, India is very rich in jute textile. India is the largest producer of raw jute, and jute goods stand at the second place after the exporter after Bangladesh. There was about 80 jute mills in India. Most of these are located in West Bengal. Production of in India and factors responsible. This is very important question. The first jute mill was set up near Kolkata in 1859 at Rishra. After partition in 1947, the jute mills removed in India, but 3/4 of the jute producer area went to Bangladesh. So Bangladesh became the first jute producer of highly rich in jute producing first country. And factors responsible for their location in the Hooghly base, as you know, Calcutta, jute production is very good. So what are the reasons for that? Inexpensive water transport, supported by a good network of railways, roadways, waterways to facilitate movement of the raw materials to the mills, abundant water for processing raw jute, cheap labor from West Bengal and adjoining states of Bihar, Orissa and Uttar Pradesh. Kolkata as a large urban centers provide banking, insurance and port facilities. In 2010 and 11, the jute industry was supporting 3.7 workers directly and another 40 lakh small and marginal farmers who were engaged in cultivation of jute and vesta. Many more people were associated indirectly. Challenges faced by the industry include stiff competition in the international market from synthetic substitute and from other competitors like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt and Thailand. However, the international demand has been on the increase to the government policy of mandatory use of the jute packing. To stimulate demands, the production need to be diversified. In 2003, NJP, that is National Jute Policy, was formulated with the objective of increasing productivity, improving quality, ensuring good prices. So we are done till this, and we will left over with sugar industry and iron and steel industry. Sugar industry is basically, India is first in Gold and Khandasari, was second in sugar production. And 662 sugar mills in the country spread over Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka. But in recent year, there is a tendency for mills to shift and concentrate in the southern and western. What is the reason behind it? Especially in Maharashtra, this is because the cane production here has a higher sucrose content. The cooler climate ensures a longer crushing season. Moreover, the cooperative are more successful in these states. So what are the challenges? Almost same. Old and efficient methods of production, transport delay reaching the canes to factories, and need to maximize the use of baggage. Baggage means wastage. Iron in steel industry, you have read many times, and you can see here iron and steel plants. So yeah, the pollution, air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, you have read this also. The main thing is control of environment degradation. This is the main important question, that minimize use water processing by reusing and recycling, harvesting of rainwater to meet water requirements, treating hot water and effluents before releasing them in the rivers and ponds. You should treat them. And the primary treatment by mechanical means, this involves screening, grinding, flocculation and sedimentation. Flocculation is to solidify the waste product. Secondary treatment by biological process, and tertiary treatment by biological, chemical and physical process. This involves recycling of waste water. And now what the NTPC is doing. NTPC is a major providing cooperation in India, and ISQ certificate is there. EMS means Environment Management System. So what are their goal is to optimum utilization of equipment, adopting latest techniques, minimizing waste generation, providing green belts, reducing environment pollution and ecological monitoring reviews.